Hello everyone, me, Metal Levi Alex, back again with more Bloodborne after having taken a day to pretty much go and level up and do things with my character. And I might look a little different this time around in what I'm wearing and wielding. And whilst going around Central Yarnum and the wards and all other places, I found a couple of things that I thought I was curious about as I was going through. Like, I found Alfred back at the church where I found him, hunched over. I also can't remember if I got the queenie matter brain thing from where he pulverized her into a bloody pulp. Let me check here. Nope, don't got it there. But as you can see, I now have the Evelyn, which I've tested out on a couple of enemies, and it deals a huge amount of damage compared to the blunderbuss. I even went ahead and bought the repeating pistol, and I've tested both of them out. Honestly, I like the Evelyn a bit more, as which is decent in its attack and better, does not cost as many bullets to use. Even found a white church set on top of the house back in the Forbidden Woods that I never saw before. And I'm wearing the Canehurst armor, which I grinded for a long time to get. All this took a lot of blood echoes to go back and farm people. And I also looked up how to take out the Canehurst crow, or at least ways to hopefully manage it, including poisoning him and waiting for his health to go down. And apparently, the Chikage sword is a weapon that drains health from being used. So it's one of those weapons that I honestly don't know if I ever will use because of that. But poison combined with just running around avoiding his shots might work. It's a very slow method, but perhaps I might try it. But before I go after that, I want to go around checking bits of the place first that I've seen. Gilbert here, he's long gone. Killed him a while back, but I noticed that the window where the Yarnumite girl is lit up again. And I want to go back there, because when I read up on whether or not I could save the girl or not, I found out she had a sister, so maybe she's there. And I also want to go back to the church where I found Alfred, and because I found him lying there. But I didn't do it, but I didn't want to touch him yet. And also, I never picked up the brain matter or whatever of Annalise. So I need to go back to Canehurst Castle to do that. And I don't remember ever seeing anything back there, so in a way, this is going to be a bit of a touch of catching up as well as trying to go further and other things. And wish me luck on that. Thank you, Bruce. The Fatstos really don't like the Ludwig sword.
This dance finished.
Stabby, stabby. Or in this case, slicey. I'm noticing quite the frame rate drop on a lot of the figures when off the distance. I had heard that Bloodborne was not 60 frames per second, and it definitely shows in some cases. I'm surprised he missed me. Hello. Trying to catch up with some things that I noticed in the game while I was grinding the last day and a half. As you can see, I've now got the Evelyn and the Canehurst armor, which took a long time to earn and level up for. I really wish there was two currencies in the game, one for leveling up, which technically isn't a currency, and one strictly for, you know, buying and upgrading weapons and armor, which, you know, the echoes would be for, whichever. Even got killed, even finally got my brain sucked by a brain sucker off screen for the first time, and that took, what, a while to ever happen. It was not pleasant. Well, not really currency, technically. I mean, like, traditional RPGs where, say, you know, KOTOR, Mass Effect, or pretty much every other RPG ever, where you have the one thing where, you know, you go around you do activities, attack things, the more stuff you do, you level up, and you get points to spend on your leveling up, while cash does everything else. You know, the traditional thing. Which honestly, to me, I feel that they overcomplicated it by just having everything be one currency or point system. Because then you're struggling, having to juggle using all of one thing on multiple things. I mean, yeah, it does have its perks, in that you're able to use all that and dedicate it to one thing, but at the same time, if you need other things, basic things, you're gonna be kind of struggling. And of course, you gotta go and kill everything all over again in order to get it all back. Here's where I want to be, but first, extra points. I'll get that back. Okay. Is anyone back here or no? Let's take a look-see.
You haven't by any chance seen my little sister, have you?
Oh no.
I told her to look after the house, but she's run off somewhere. She's still quite small and wears a big white ribbon. Have you seen her out there anywhere?
Uh-oh. Get red messenger ribbon.
Oh. How did this happen? Why would she ever go outside? At least I'll have something to remember her by.
Ugh. That sucks. I had heard that I did not check beforehand since I was trying to go in as blind as possible, but apparently, had I not gone back to the Yarnamite girl after defeating Father Gascon. Had I gone into the wards, had I known ahead of time I could do that, I could have actually saved her by telling her to go to the church instead. And maybe perhaps the sister goes along afterwards. Well, too late. Already did it. Well, now they're both dead, so... would have liked to known that earlier. Okay. So, yeah, I should have just gone to the chapel, come back, told her about it, then eventually come back to get the sister, and maybe they both would have lived. Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the pattern I'm seeing. Okay, I can go to the kind of. I want to go check on Alfred first because I found him back at the church in the ward. Well, dead. DMC5 looks marvelous. We should have had that 10 years ago. The gameplay looks back to the old DMC, target lock and everything. The graphics, while I'm not too big a fan of the over-realistic look of the RE engine, the game still looks great regardless. And I like that we're getting both new demons that are not the whole Scarecrow Mayonette shit. Because honestly, that was a enemy design I was getting very tired of. Artlix Games. Hello. Just trudging through more Bloodborne. What? I like the motorcycle weapon. I mean, to me, that's like, come on. He used a motorcycle as a weapon before in DMC3, so they took the next logical step. They made a weapon out of it. I honestly burst out in righteous laughter and joy upon seeing that. Like, yes! Yeah, I guess some people won't be a fan of it, but it is what it is. Hey, better slow than being color-coded. That's what DMC did. Yeah, that game was slow and even more condescending. Yeah, but if there is a beauty with the Devil May Cry games, they don't really restrict you with what weapons you want to use. Hey, you find a sweet pair of swords or gauntlets, sure, go ahead, use them to however long you feel like. I hope to see more of Dante. If there's one, Nero looks good. Like they look like they're really expanding on him a bit. Because honestly, if there's one thing I didn't like about Nero in DMC4, I felt he was too limited in his moveset. It was just the sword, pistol, and double bringer, nothing else. The double breakers, on the other hand, seem to rectify it. Where I'm a little perturbed with them is that they have an expiration date like ammunition. Like, I'm not sure how I like that, you know what I mean? I would have preferred, like, a style system where, yeah, you unlock different double breakers. I meant to get out of the way, and I didn't do it, because I'm talking. But it doesn't seem like, but if you're careful, I guess you won't be able to run out of them, so that may help. But I still hope that he gets more weapons, and not just those. Same with Dante. They pretty much perfected him in DMC4, so there's really not much they can do for him other than give him new weapons to play with. And then there's the third character whom they have yet to show off yet. I'm curious how that's gonna work. How'd I miss? I do like how he circles all the new stuff he does. It's just, I would have preferred it had, you know, he finds them, you keep them like every other traditional weapon in the game, and you level them up. I'm not really a fan of the ammunition aspect of it. I mean, hell, in the trailer, you know, you have the one scene where Nico is showing off the arm, and she's like, cash first. Like, that does... that, I mean, and then you see the gameplay, and he's using them all up like freaking candy. Like, isn't that antithetical to what was said? I don't get it. I'm not mad about it, but it's not what I would have done either. At the very least, they're trying to vary it up a bit. Yeah, she has a real southern spunk to her. I'm still more of a Lady and Trish fanboy, though. Oh, Lady and Trish. Ugh. Cathedral Ward. Now, if I can remember where the church was. Small one, not the Grand Cathedral. I need to go through the cathedral, though. Well, more like in front of it. Yup, did that long ago. I only recently did Kanehurst Castle, and I reached Yahar'gul, which is a pain in the butt. And apparently it gets worse. Amygdalas. I've been saying it wrong. I've been pronouncing it as amygdala because that's the word I've heard. It's spelled amygdala. Ugh. By best, I think you mean best at getting my ass kicked in it. Ugh. Church, the small church. I don't think it's right there. I really wish there was a map in this game. Like you do what Doom did, where in Doom, you found map files throughout the game. And eventually they... Oh yeah. The freaking witch. No, this is not the way. It's fine. Sailor mouth. I sympathize with that. I really hate these clergymen. Okay. I rescued... This is the skeptical man, right? Oh, he's gone. Have not gotten to the one reborn yet. I'm still roughly in the middle of the game. I did kill Rom though. That is all that I have done. Play nice, you two. Aha, there it is. No, it's the ward. It's the Odin Chapel. I went the wrong way. There's the church. Again, I wish there was a map in this game. Not one right away, one that you have to, I guess, earn. Kind of like Doom. How you went around and eventually you could, if you explored a bit, you could eventually find a map file that uploaded into your game and you were able to keep track of where you were. That's what this game really needs. There he is. Radiance. Yep. He killed himself. I gave him the summons. He, dressed up like Pyramid Head, and then he went to go murder Annalise. And by murder, I mean pulverize into a bloody pulp. A radiance, symbol of the executioners. Vial HP recovery up. The Murgo's wet nurse, I believe you're referring to, right? No, I have not done those yet. I'm pretty much trying to do as much of the base game as I can before I eventually get to the end stuff. Continuous heal near death +1. Vial HP recovery up. I want to kill the mad crow hunter. And then go through Yahargul and kill the dark and kill the dark Parl beast. Dark Beast Parl. I keep saying his name wrong. I don't know why. Dark Beast Parl, who originally I tried to go and kill early in the game, but kept failing at it because I was underleveled. I want to go kill him right now, but unfortunately the game has locked the lantern, has locked up the lantern. I can't use it, so my only hope is to go to where he is through Yahargul. Ugh. Great Cthulhu's ballsack. Okay, gonna go to Canehurst to see what I missed, because there was something on Annalise, or rather what used to be Annalise, that I should have been able to pick up, but I never saw it. It has to do with bringing her back later in the game. I don't know what this Awakening Stone is. I have a feeling it's for the Old Hunters DLC, but I don't want to activate it and cause something I don't want to happen. Lecture building and the nightmare. Okay. Queenly flesh. Yep, I never picked it up. It wreathes eerily. Ugh. It's like Godzilla's heart in the end of Godzilla, Mothra, and King Ghidorah. Giant monsters all out attack. They blow them up. They think they've killed them, but deep on the bottom of Tokyo Bay, the heart is still active and it starts beating. That movie should have gotten a sequel. One of the best Godzilla movies ever made, bar none. Okay. I get what you meant.
What is it you... Very well, let me...
Do I want to update anything? I don't want to do more Arcane and Bluntage yet, since I recently did a lot of that.
Farewell.
I don't want to level up yet, I just remembered. Symbol of the League Oath. Boosts max HP during co-op +2. Well, I definitely don't need that. Continuous heal near death. Vial H recovery up. I'll try this one. No poison. Boo. I don't like how how the store doesn't keep track of things you already own. You gotta like mentally remember everything you ever bought.
Welcome. What is it you'd... Very well, let me stand.
What do I want to do? I'll save him.
Very well, let
Or
me
do
stand.
I? I'm so indecisive. Fuck it, more health.
Farewell.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to Cathedral, see if I can take out that rogue hunter. I really hate fighting him. He moves all over the place. You can barely read his moves. Yeah, I would like to platinum this game, but I don't know if I'm able to. I'm very new at it as it is. And there are some enemies in the challenge dungeons that I heard are not particularly fair, I'll just say. I have heard there are some pretty cool bosses in the challenge, like the watchdog, which looks cool. Like a giant demonic fire-breathing hellhound. Yeah, I heard that New Game Plus is harder. They borrowed from the first Devil May Cry in terms of new game difficulty. You finish one version of the game, and then when you want to do a new one with the same file you have, the game automatically is raised a level without input. Seven times. So there is a limit. Now, am I... Oh, okay, so you can still play, but it won't raise anymore. That's good. I don't like having to start over and lose everything. Now, I heard Takage drains his health, albeit slowly, and poisoning him does here. Yeah, they must have to be real masochists to finish this game, to do this game 27 times. Now, poisoning apparently also helps, so let's see how it works. It's gonna be a long time, I'm sure, but... It's going down. This might work. I've tried. I have several times. But I can never get a visceral attack out of him. And that shotgun is just mean. I'm kind of afraid to do it because he alternates between the sword and the shotgun. See? And he killed me, so... That's what sucks about him. He's so unpredictable. There's no formula to him. He just teleports all over the place and you never know. Which I have done many times, and sometimes it doesn't work. I'll be doing it, and then the next thing I know, I get a freaking gun blast into my head. I farmed echoes for as long as I can for as long as I can remember. I believe I have a tonsil stone, and I don't know what it does, honestly. The game, honestly, if there's one thing I don't like, it's how vague everything is. Overly vague. I'm sorry, but if I have to look up what a thing does, to know how it uses, honestly, to me, that's just bad game design. You're forcing me to look up elsewhere how something works instead of telling me what it does in the actual game. And if you could be so kind as to tell me what it does, I would appreciate it, because... Yes, please, because I've yet to know what it does. And I haven't used it because I don't know if it's a key for anything, specifically. Okay, what's, isn't that the place with the... Are you referring to the place with the amygdala that's hidden in that's in there with the brazier that's past the church? Tonsil stone. Wait, says that I'll head to the Nightmare Frontier. Yeah, well, how's the But wait, isn't the Nightmare Realm supposed to be for later in the game? I'm confused. But isn't the lecture building supposed to be for later in the game? I don't know anymore. You don't have to keep telling me how to play the game in the most basic ways, man. I know how to do it. I'm familiarizing myself again, because it's been a while. No response. Just wondering. Is there gonna be a lamp anywhere in there before I go in? Before I do this, is there a lamp in there I can get to so I can get out of there? Well, I imagine there would be. Oh, good. Okay, so let him grab me and the tonsil stone will take care of the rest. Right. Okay then.
Oh, Amygdala. Oh, Amygdala. Have mercy on the poor bastard.
Don't you mean bitch? Because I'm playing as a female, you know. Alrighty then. Lecture building. Nightmare lecture building. Ah, got the trophy for finding it. Ah, thank God. Okay, getting a bit more Castlevania vibes.
What a joy it is to behold the divine. It must be such a pleasure. You're in my debt, you know. You're nigh on a beast of the field. But here you are, treading a measure with the gods.
Okay, he's nuts.
Are your feet as fat as your wits? Oh, cease this dithering. Take the plunge. Throw yourself to the wolves.
Yeah, I've pretty much thrown myself in a bunch of wolves for the past 10 to 16 parts already, old man. Does not open from that side. Nothing here. Nothing there. A lab. More labs. Bunsen burners. Or are they candles? Okay. An amphitheater. Does not open from the side. Locked. The right door. The second door on the right is closed. Oh, shit. They waited too long for graduation day. Ugh. No, I'm serious. Locked. I was just there. Lecture theater key. Student uniform, student trousers. Oh, great. I got out of college 2 years ago. I don't want to go back. Yes, I figured that out. Okay, that's a lot of... That's a lot of something. Not what I wanted to do. Yeah. Jeez, they're like the T-1000 if it were undead and leading a mournful existence. Sedative. The anti-frenzy medication. Lecture hall number 2. Thanks for the tip. chest. And the other side of the door from before. Nothing back here. Augur of Abritus. You repeat the process. You have 15 hunter marks. Open the door and your shortcut is done. Oh, 64. I'm almost 70. Thank you, man, for the tips and advice, and appreciate it. Well, 760 per slug boy. That's not a bad it's not a bad farm technique. Oh, crit shit. Let go of me. Let go of me. You sneaky little bastard. Ugh. See ya. Oh, at least I got Madman's knowledge out of it. 2 Madman's knowledge. What kind of a break room is this? What did I walk into? I probably shouldn't have done that. Nightmare Frontier. Uh-oh. No, I don't want to be here. I want to go back. Well, at least, oh, I found a lantern. Thank God. Yes, back to Hunter's Dream. I'm not ready for this shit yet. Ugh. That was frustrating.
Welcome. What is it you... Very well, let me stand. Farewell, good hunter. May you find your...
Well, Nightmare Headstone, the lecture building. I find it creepy and silly at the same time how that gravestone is, well, has meat inside of it.
Are your feet so ceased?
Let me in, old man. You probably have treasure I want. Frame rate took a dip. Yeah. Well, Artlex was right. This is a good farming spot. I'm getting 700. Yeah, it's more than quadruple the amount I would get from grinding all throughout Central Yarnum. A little overly talkative, but he does give a good tip. I gotta hand it to him. Like he was going a little nuts. So yeah, the Frankfurt Church of Cthulhu Marxism right here. Turn them into mush. Okay, I hear people up there. I really do. There's one. No more sneaking on me anymore, buddy. You're dead. So far, it's just... Wait a minute. Yeah, I hear enemies crawling up there, but I don't see anybody. Wait a minute. I never opened this door. What's in here? Ah, chesty. What'd I get? Red jelly. Probably not the edible kind. Just saying. I prefer my jelly blue, thank you very much. I looked it up. Apparently there was a lot of cut enemy content for the game, and one of them was a monster called a slug princess. Pretty much think a black-haired, pale-skinned goth girl crawling all over the floor with slime all over them. That's what those guys reminded me of, except they're they're far less hominid. They're just a walking puddle of goo. Not even walking, more like just slithering.
Welcome home. What is it you... Very well, let me...
I'm gonna get my health up to 25. Oh, my phone won't stop ringing. I've been getting unknowns all day, and it's driving me nuts. No solicitors. Seriously, what's the point of caller ID if nobody's even being ID'd? It's just numbers. And then I'm also getting messages which are only 1 second, and it's not even a message. More progress in technology, more problems, just as much as they fix them. Oh wait, it's the other lecture hall. Time for blood echoes. Yup. He's not the only one that's exploited this trick. a backwards game. Thank you. Holy crap, the frame rate took a nosedive. Yeah, not... Yep, definitely not next gen. Seriously, at this point, God of War 4 might be the only game I can on PS4 I can consider next gen. At least in terms of frame rate and graphical fidelity. I want to get my health up to 25 and work my way up from there. But yeah, whatever issues I or others may have aside, I can't help but I have to give the guy credit. He did lead me into a good spot where I don't have to go all over the place. Hey, it's all appreciated regardless, man. I'm getting, what, 760 plus more echoes per enemy than I ever did going through Central Yarnum. It's amazing. I'm trying to get my health up to 25 and then upgrade the rest from there. Yeah, maybe, but it does make things easier. And I honestly don't want to go deeper into the nightmare yet. Why would I do that? I'm just in here. He's still alive. It's just one short walk away from the lantern. I don't see what's a big deal. Besides, I can get my health regenerated from doing so. And besides, I'd rather not go into unknown territory with 100,000 echoes in my pocket that I can lose if I'm not careful. Yeah, I know about the lightning paper, but I'd rather save that for bosses.
Welcome home. I must have
especially with how
off.
expensive those are. I mean,
What
Jesus.
Is it you desire? Very well, let me stand.
What does select do again? Characters name. Yeah, if there's one thing about the insight that I honestly find silly, it's that you gain it by finding the bosses the first time. Like, if that's supposed to be your level, then wouldn't that make more sense to earn it from beating the bosses? Like, that's the equivalent of looking at a picture of Einstein and thinking you're gonna immediately a mathematician. Doesn't work like that. Ugh, Mom's calling me. Hello? I believe you do. Hold on a minute, people. Little discs. Ugh. Yeah, and what sausage you plan to make? Okay, pork. Sounds nice. The Lacatelli is still full, Mom. We've barely used it. While you're at it, get more regular milk and almond milk. Thank you. Yes, please. Love you. Bye. Ugh, that was long. Sorry about that. Okay, strength. Governing heavy physical weapon attack. Okay.
Farewell, good hunter.
Sight you have, the less beasthood you get. Also, with more insight, the frenzy damage you will have when you're in the nightmare. Is it frenzy damage that I deal to the enemies? Wait a minute. I don't get it. Wait, this is the other hall. Other way, I get it. Crap. So it's practically a detriment. That's not fair. Damn it, From Software. Why you gotta make us suffer so... whatever. Plastic Man is looking at these guys and cringing. Hell, even Mr. Fantastic would be shitting in his pants. And that guy right there won't open his door. I'm gonna level myself up one more time on the health and then go after the hunter again. If not, if I can't beat him, I'll come back later. Besides, Mom will be home. And within a little while, and dinner will start being on the mind. So, if anything, consider this a filler episode. One that I learned both a tip for an area I haven't been in for grinding, and also for catching up on three things that I didn't do, or just learned about, namely the whole sister thing and the whole brain matter that I forgot because I left it on the chair and the Annalise's throne, and of course also getting a new rune from Alfred's corpse. Ugh, the game can't take it. That one is blowing the shit at me. Where is he? Another one. Yeah, I think my narrow spot over there was a better option. Ugh, the frame rate just dipped into the underworld. Like, yeah, 6 frames per second. 6 feet under, 6 frames per second. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Ugh. Yup, better to corral them through here than to go all the way out there. Not worth it. I'm honestly surprised how many views my Bloodborne playthrough has gotten. I've not gotten this many numbers, like, since... It's been a while anyway. But then I'm surprised Bloodborne is as popular still as it is 3 years later. And I only just got the game. Oh, when you get a good game, you get a good game.
Home.
So who am I to complain?
Very well. Let me stand.
Okay, I'm gonna go attempt the Crazed Hunter again. Yeah. Hell, Monster Hunter World is like my longest playthrough, and I'm lucky if I get even 20 views on a day with that one. That game is still being updated with more and more content. Hell, that new game, Sekiro. When the first teaser for that game came out, I had two thoughts. Either it's a Tenchu game, or it's another Bloodborne game. But it's its own thing. If anything, it kind of looks like a Tenchu successor. Hell, I only started the streaming thing roughly late last year, November, around the time my birthday happened, because I got the PS4 Pro at the time. So I definitely don't expect to be PewDiePie numbers anytime soon. I've so far done one boss co-op, and that was Martyr Logarius. Logarius was a cheap bitch in every sense of the word. I hated him. Stands there spamming his skulls like he's Shang Tsung and something. Then he starts hopping around all over the place. So yeah, he's the only boss I fought co-op. Because I was having so much trouble with them. A friend of mine offered her help, and who was I to refuse? You see why I hate this guy. See that? He alternates his moves so rapidly that you can't tell what he's gonna do. And then he does that shit. He alternates. Ah, crap. Ah, I wanted to visceral. Didn't work. Visceral. Ah. No, 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 no. Ah. I was so close. That was the closest I've gotten to him yet. I can do it. Yeah, he's used visceral attacks on me several times already. Yeah, I might do that. But I'm also a glutton for punishment. I did use the poison knives, but they barely made a difference. I might use them again. Problem is they cost a lot. Hell, I didn't even see him in the store. Use him when he's at half health and after a V attack. Uh-oh, I think my mom just showed up. Or not. Yep, she did. Okay, hold on a second, people. Let me pause for a second. Be back in 2 seconds. I guess you can't complain about that.
I didn't see it on the screen.
Okay. Yeah, bolt paper I can buy. Problem with bolt paper is that it runs out super quick. I got too brazen this time. Are you gonna cook the fettuccine or the other one? The Because I couldn't find the one you were talking about. What? Ah. Wait, those are the,
Let's try this one. This one's pretty cool.
Sure.
That is chicken.
I'm more of a regular noodle person, but I don't mind. Yeah, it's the shell ones. I'm fine with, you want to do that one?
Sure.
Cascarecce? Yeah. I'm more of a fettuccine and linguine person, but if you want to use those, that's fine. Yeah. I did not want to log on to a miso game. Let go, mate. Really? Really? Come on. Really? One bad putt in breast and this happens. No. Oh. Bah. Bah. Well, the bolt paper did fine work, but the rest of what my technique sucked. I think the best time to try and parry his sword attacks is when he does a supercharge with the blood when it's in blood form. I also might need to upgrade my my stamina too, so that way I can keep up with them. No. Oh. He did it again. He keeps catching me with those viscerals. The papers actually did work against him. The lightning paper took his health down massively. I might have to level up some more and buy more papers. Yeah, kill Eileen. No, that's taking the easy way out. I'm not gonna do that. Just wonder if the sword works too. Well, that didn't work. I didn't parry when I should have. See, I'm so afraid that he's gonna whip out his gun and blow me in the face that I end up hesitating. I can't go back there unless I want to get attacked, so I'm gonna have to farm all my echoes back. All this for one guy. And I really want that crow garb that he's wearing. Because it looks so cool. Yeah. 2 words. Breath mints. It's graduation day at the academy. You're all free. All free for an early death. Oh, indeed. If only it were the same case with the vials. Fewer of those. I bet. Oh, I had to deal with poison in the forest originally. Blood vial, antidote. That's a knife. Yeah, there's no poison knives here for whatever reason. I don't understand it. Nor bolt paper, surprisingly. That confuses me. Why is there no bolt paper? Have I not killed a certain enemy to get it? Nope, not here. Yeah, I don't know why I can't find it. Or poison. Do you need something?
I wanted to know if you wanted to learn how to make this dinner.
Sure. I just died anyway, so let me,
Fix it out?
yeah. Yes, I've leveled up my weapons considerably. Specifically, my cleaver and my blade, and my holy blade. And I'm one blood chunk stone away from leveling up the Evelyn, so I've leveled up those three, plus the blunderbuss, because I depended on this for the most part before I had gotten the Evelyn, so that's really all I need at the moment. More of those. More chunks, so I can level these three up. Likely that won't be for a while till I get further. Well, hour, 40 minutes, new farming level of said level of which I'm gonna have to go back to eventually. Oh, gems I've got plenty of. What I really need, I already have plenty of gems. What I really need is more blood chunks for to go upwards in the weapon leveling up. I don't need to level it. Nah, now this. I need to repair those. Yeah, I know. And there's like another gemstone stronger than those. Beyond chunk, but it's like super rare. That I can only find in like the dungeon, in the Chalice dungeons and elsewhere. Well, anyway, I'm gonna stop for now. I gotta go help make dinner. I'll be back. I'm either gonna come back later or I'm gonna grind some more so that way I can level myself up more and kill that mangy hunter once and for all. Canehurst Hunter. Oh yeah. I'm definitely gonna stream the Canehurst Hunter. Don't worry about that. I also need to find a way how to get back to the Dark Beast Parl, because ever since I stepped into Yahar'gul, Hypogean Gul has been locked off. I don't know how to get back there, so that's something I guess I'll get to eventually. Or get back to eventually. And I don't care if he'll be ridiculously easy by that point. At this point, I just want him dead, regardless of whether or not he's gonna be challenging anymore. Secret passage. If it's the place where, yeah. Sorry, secret passage. Yeah, I'll have to look it up later because I gotta go. So, if anything, I'll come back whenever I'm ready for more progression. And Nightmare Realm, well, that one I'm definitely saving, along with the old Hunters DLC. So, I'll be back later. Thanks for joining up and for all the tips. Much appreciated. So, have a good one. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.